Hi guys, welcome to Magic Monday Mer-May edition. This is the last Magic Monday in the Mer-May month. So, and finale, I thought we would do the very in vogue artist at the moment, which is Karron. She's doing a lot of fantastic work at the moment. She's had in Current Heaven magazine, which I do have. And also I think there's a few people that's done a flip through. I think Colo Claire's done a flip through on that. Sammy may have done one as well. Not 100% on Sammy, but I know Claire's done one. So today we're going to be colouring this jellyfish mermaid image by the wonderful Karron, and you can still get this for 70, as little as $1 if you go over to Christine's Etsy store. The description in the link, there is a link in the description for this, and then when you go to checkout for this image, either grayscale or line art, you can choose from, put in the code in capital letters jellyfish and you'll get the discount, and this is about until the 3rd of June. So that's a little special offer that Christine's given us. So I'm just coming up to see who is here live in chat. Hi Kenny, hi Joy, hi Maya, hi Nana, hi Wendy, hi Shannon. I missed anyone. Hi Debs. There we go. Hi guys. Hi everybody who's coming in, and hi anybody who just may be watching and not joining chat. Everyone is welcome. So we're going to be covering this lovely image today. As I say, the link is in the description for this, with the discount code that you can use up until the 3rd of June to get the 70% off, which means that if you're in the USA, you can get it as little as $1. So that's a fab deal. And I had the grayscale here, but you can actually get the line art as well. If you want to do the line art, you can still get the discount on the line art as well. But I just prefer grayscale. More so than line art. If there is an option for it, I will go for grayscale. So, how is everyone doing today? It's nice to see everyone coming in on this lovely Monday, bank holiday Monday here in the UK. Hey, Honey Bear Colours. Hi there. I believe you're new. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. If you like, obviously we can call you Honey Bear, or if you want to let people know what your name is, your first name, we can call you by your first name if you like. So I'm all set, guys. I've got my cup of tea with shadow on the front of it. I've not tipped it as much because it's still quite full. You can probably just see shadow there. So it's just before we start, guys, I just need a thumbs up if image and sound is okay. If you don't have a thumbs up, you can just say okay. If there's any problems with image and sound, then do let me know. Hi, Jean. Awesome. So I'm guessing everything's okay with sound and image. Excellent. Now, before we dive into this colouring, I just want to kind of like, for like 5 seconds, steal a spotlight. Not necessarily away from Christine. Out the way, Christine, here I come. And just show you what I've been working on, actually, guys, before we start on this. Hi, Jude. And I've actually started my, as some of you know who you've been with me quite a while now, is you know that I am not just a colorist, I also illustrate and draw as well, which is the first thing that I did as a young cub. And I did that for 5 years at college. I did graphics and illustration. I did 2 years in art and design, and then 3 years I did graphics and illustration. So I have a very art background, and for 10 years I gave up on drawing. I didn't feel I was good enough, but now I'm starting to get back into it, and I'm actually just getting to the point where I'm nearly finished an image. So I want to give you a quick sneak peek of what I'm working on for a colouring page. This will be a colouring page, people, and you can colour it and purchase it on Etsy and actually colour it. Woohoo! It's actually very nervous that putting my work out there for you guys. So you get to see it in its work in progress stage. So it is a bit sketchy, pardon the pun, but you'll be able to see where I'm going with it. Hey Shelley. Hey Anna. So this is where I've got to so far, guys. I don't know if that's going to be too light. If you can see it, I'll try lifting it up. So it is going to be grayscale, as you can see. So we've got this lovely African lady here. And I've drawn her inside of a very large sunflower. And this is a... Oh, I had to Google butterflies. What's the name of the butterfly? Let me find the name of the butterfly. It's not a moth, it is a butterfly. It is Eastern Yellow Tiger. So it's an Eastern Yellow Tiger swallowtail butterfly. That's what it is. Yes, I did draw this, Shannon. I've not finished it yet. As you can see, I've just done the outlines of petals here. But as you can see here, I've been going back in and I've been softening them up by adding a bit of grayscale shading, ever so lightly, just so you can get the softness of the petal and it looks a bit more realistic. So I need to do that for the rest of them. I also need to go back into the butterfly and add detail into the butterfly. Now, once I've done that, it'll be finished. Obviously, I finished the inside of the sunflower. I'm just going to have to neaten around the edges a little bit, and I've got finished there as well. So this will be available on Etsy very soon. It's very scary. I have got some other ones that I've been working on, which are not 100% complete. I have two that I can show for now, and I'll just get some feedback from you guys. Got my little black file out. So we also have this lady here that I'll be working on. She's a bit more simplistic. Oh, thanks, guys. She's a bit more simplistic. So she's got like little jewels and gems in there, and I was very inspired by which was it? I think it was the Jennifer Zimmerman and Helen Ellison Color Effects books, and I saw a lot of gems in there you could practice. So what I thought is I could draw this, put a lot of gems in it, and you could use those books to practice with. So this one is Jules and Gemma, it's called. That was a darker version which I scrapped. That was the original draft, and that's the finished piece. Hi Gary. We also have Sweet Dreams. So she is it's not finished yet, guys. It's just this is just quite rough at the moment. But she's got loads of like sweets, candies around, is her sort of frame, and she's blowing a bubblegum. So there's different things that I've been playing with. There are other types of drawings that I do have, which I'm not sure I'm going to release as Karron pages. It really depends. I have got some more fantasy style ones. I have like a Scottish prince. This one's a bit more illustrative, not as realistic, because it is line art. So this is 100% line art. So I have him as well. I think he's quite cool. And I have this lovely little elf lady here. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Yes, I do. I've got a couple of hairs to show you guys another time. And I'm actually going to be doing a feature with Cheryl LaFond when she's close to finishing her book. So this is a bit of fantasy that I've done there with the elves. That's what I've got. I did a jester, but these not all of these will be released. These are just practices. Got an Indian guy here. I'll not release him. As I say, I don't think he's that good. So, but it was just a bit of practice. So it's just a bit of practice. We've got this fairy, which I'm thinking about releasing as a line art, but I just need to do a bit of editing on it. We have some Art Nouveau that I tried out. These are just sketches that I tried at Art Nouveau style. And that's it so far, guys. That's it really. That's a painting I started at the Art Nouveau. So yeah, giving it a go. So, but this is what I'm finishing at the moment. So this is where I'm at with this is going to be called Sun-Kissed Queen. Sun-Kissed Queen it's going to be called. And that should be available soon. So, a most recent finished colouring I have done for you guys is I finished this image by Sako Ems, I think she's called. Sako Ems. And it is from her first book, but I just downloaded the single PDF image for it. And for the purposes of Maya and Pickle, I made it very, very sparkly. I even made her eyelashes in sparkles. Oh, thanks, Jude. So that is Sako Ems. So there's a lot of glitter there for Pickle and Maya. And as I say, I even done the eyelashes in pink glitter, just for a bit of fun. Now, on with the show. I'm going to crack on with this image. So hopefully, guys, if you have downloaded this image, then if you're colouring along, absolutely fantastic. Please know you don't actually have to colour it exactly I do. You don't have to use the materials that I am using. You can do it completely whatever you want. Or you can just be here for the purpose of enjoying the video and chatting amongst each other. So without further ado, let's get started. So I have been watching a couple of YouTube videos, and because I'm confident with pro markers, using Copics is slightly different, and I'm still getting used to them. So I've been watching some videos about skin with Copics, and it is different to pro markers. And what I saw with the Copics is a video of using Copics from light to dark. Normally with markers, we do say we'll use dark to light because we use the light as the blender. However, this person suggests do the other way. So I'm going to try it and see what happens. Hi, Morticia. Hi, Hon. You've just missed some drawings that I was showing. Oh, thanks, guys. Well, hopefully, you know, we'll see how it goes. In all honesty, guys, I did actually try to release some. I wasn't trying to release, but I was trying to put out feelers in the past before about my artwork prior to releasing, and I did get some horrible, nasty criticism. and it did actually deter me from releasing any art, and it stopped me drawing for quite a long time. But now that I'm getting more and more comfortable and confident in what I'm doing social media wise, it's just making me think, well, it's art is personal and it's what I love, so I'm going to pursue it. And yes, I do like if people like my art. However, it's personal, so therefore I'm doing it for me. And if people enjoy it and want to color it, that's a bonus. Hi Eva. Hello, hon. So let's start with our pale pink fruit, which is E1000. Thanks, Honey Bear. So let's start with this. Now, obviously, the more layers you do, the darker it's going to be. So we're going to start off with a light layer. And for this, I am just going to use Copics. I may use some Inktense. It really just depends how it starts to look as I start adding more colors. As I say, you don't have to use the materials that I'm using. You can use any materials that you want. My only rule is that you enjoy and have fun. This is E1000, so this is pale fruit pink. And to be honest, it's probably the most common used Copic color marker for skin because it's one of the lightest. So it's great for a base if you want to start light and then build up. So, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put down a light base, so just one base of color, and then it'll dry quite light. And then if you want to go over it again, it'll darken it. But the more you'll go over it, the darker it will be. It'll not stay the same. But what a pro of that is that you can actually use the same color to add shadow and depth into the image. So essentially, if you really wanted to, you could do skin with just using one marker. If you really wanted to, obviously you might not get as much of a realistic in-depth result, but it's doable. Now, with Copics, I've learned that the best thing to do is do a sweeping motion, because I used to go back and forth, and what that actually wears down the brush on the Copic, and it means that you're actually putting force into the paper, therefore you're adding more ink into paper, and it just drinks up all the ink, and therefore you're going to have to refill your marker a lot more regular than actually you should need to. Thanks, Morticia. So yeah, Morticia just putting the link there for anyone who still hasn't got this image and wants to get it whilst the discount is still valid. As I say, guys, it's only going to be on the special discount for us until the 3rd of June, which is next week, I believe. Now, what I will do, I'm going to add some pale purple into the skin here on the shaded area, and then I'm going to put in some purpley colours on the gills. So these are gills, the fins, gills. Yes, you can either choose between the line art version or the grayscale. I'm doing the grayscale. Just double checking it's just got no ears showing because I'm really bad for missing ears. So I always color something and then I look and go, oh, I missed the ear again. Just making sure I have not missed anywhere. You've got in between here. So it's good just to observe as you go as well, because with fine detail, it's very easy to miss places. And then if you get so far and you realize you've got to go back, it's a bit more of a pain to do that than actually find it initially when you're actually on that that step, that part of the coloring process. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in again, guys. So this is second layer. So again, it's going to go darker. But I'm not going to add it all over this time. I'm just going to go onto the shades areas. Where I think will be a lot more deeper in tone. I have more shadows. Right under the nose. The neck area, that you can just pretty much go all over that because that's all entirely shadow. Are you doing your third one, Gary? You're going through that quite fast. You must be enjoying the current issue. Okay, now we are going to go in with some other colors as well because we want to add more depth, obviously. Yes, congratulations to Eva. Eva's one of my admins on Color with Canvas on Facebook, and she's just become a grandma to two gorgeous, beautiful baby girl twins, and they look absolutely adorable. So a big congratulations to Eva, which is Eva G, which you'll see in the chat. It is I don't want to get the names wrong, Eva. I know one's Kylie. Is it Kylie and Kayla? I remember Kylie because I'm a big Kylie fan. I like Kylie Minogue. I've seen her live. She's fantastic. Kylie and Katie, that's the ones. Very cute. Now I'm going to go in with the A02, which is fruit pink. So that was the pale fruit pink. This is the fruit pink. And fruit pink is going to be our warmth tone. So cheeks. And then you want to get the fruit pink, the pale fruit pink again, and we're just going to go over what we've just done to blend that in. Because I don't want it too warm looking, because obviously she is underwater, so therefore she's not going to be very warm, is she? She is going to be quite cold. Not that she'll feel it because she'll be used to it, but she's not going to look very warm. She's not really going to get a suntan in the water, is she? So you know what I mean. Yes, so it's Katie and Kylie. Very cute. We've got cotton pearl, so I might use this as well. So I'm just going over the shaded areas with the cotton pearl. And on this stream, I will try my best not to give Shelly a heart attack with the Copics. This one is cotton pearl, which is E00. So the last one was E000. This is E00. So I would say if you're going to try and graduate colors, then I wouldn't really go by name. So I wouldn't go with E00, then which is called pale fruit pink, and then go A02, because that's fruit pink. You would automatically assume that that would be the next color. However, it goes in numbers. So your A0, your A000 is lighter, and then the next one will be E00. No problem, Shelley. Thank you very much, and we'll see you when you come back in. So, kind of like as if you're drawing, you'd be sketching. That's how you would use them. So, guys, if you have any questions for me or anything that you want me to read out, or if you're talking direct to me or trying to get my attention, just put it in capitals, guys, and it'll grab my attention more than it would be in normal. Honey Bear, what are you confused about? E000 again, extra pale pink. Just going to go around the edges of what I've just done on the darker, just to blend out any harsh lines. Oh, with alcohol markers. So what I've done is I've used E000 extra. So this is pale fruit pink. I used that first for a soft, a one coat layer, and then I went in with the E02 in the cheeks to add a bit of warmth. Then I used the cotton pearl to go around the darker parts, and then I used the E000 again to blend in any harsh lines of the dark areas. So as you can see, it's all softened up now. As for the coolness, there is a cool shadow color, but it's blue. So do I do that or do I do purple for shading? I'll use the purple. So this is BV00 and this is Mauve Shadow. And the reason why I'm adding this in is because she is underwater, so therefore she is not going to be very warm. It's going to be very cool looking. The paper I'm using the Karron paper, which is available on her Etsy, and it's very smooth. It has got a little bit of tooth in it, so if you do want to use pencils, you can, but it's absolutely perfect for markers. So markers is better on a smooth surface. Pencils do require some bit of tooth, a bit of texture. It's essentially, Shelley, what this is, the Kelly paper, it's mixed media, essentially. I'm not going to go over the whole thing with Mauve Shadow because it'll not look right. This is just add shade. No, see how I use these might be completely different to how you use them. I think everyone has their own little way of doing things. So I'm not saying this is the right way of doing it, it's just how I do it. Yeah, you could do Morticia. If you're going to be using alcohol markers, then you want something that is slightly thick. You want something that's smooth in texture. If you do want to use pencils on top, then it's going to have some tooth. If you don't know what tooth is when you have when your paper has like indents in it. So like small indents, that's like classed as texture. That's tooth. So that's what the pencil will grab into, the pigment of the pencil. So that's what you need for pencils. So if you've got a paper that's relatively smooth but has some texture, then you could use both. So yeah, that should work. That canson paper should work Morticia. If you want to give that a go, that'd be fantastic. I just like using Kelly's paper. She's an artist as well, but she's based in the UK like I am. So if you're overseas, it's probably going to be a lot more expensive for you guys than it is for myself. Her paper is pretty much what I class as a mixed media paper, so I can use markers on it and I can use pencils. But if I am just going to use pencils only, I do have another paper I like to use, which is an artware paper, and that's quite textured. So that's great for pastels, and it's great for pencils. No problem, Shannon. No problem, Anna. Bristol, I haven't really tried Bristol paper. I know a lot of people are enjoying that at the moment, but I've not managed to try that yet. I haven't got any at the moment, but I'll get some and try it. Yeah, markers is great if you get like a white color. Um, just because then the colors are a lot more vibrant. Sometimes I find with pencil though, it's nice that you use a paper that's either like cream or toned. It depends on what you're doing. Um, as I say, there's no right or wrong. Um, we don't go by pound in paper. We go by GSM. So the GSM that I have for the Artway is, I believe it's 200. Um, is it 200? I think it's either 180 or 200 at Artway, and the Kelly Gorman paper is 170 GSM. I use two different brands. So the Kelly paper, which is this one, is 170, and the Artway paper, I believe that's about 100. It's somewhere between 180 and 200 GSM. But it seems that my printer doesn't. If the paper's higher than 200 GSM, it doesn't want to take it. It just gets jammed and then spits it out. So I did actually buy some really nice Canson illustration paper, but it's 250. And I bought some paint on paper, which is like a nice off cream color, like a vintage color. But I can't use that because it's 250 GSM and it just gets stuck, which is a shame. Welcome back, Anna. Obviously, I'm pretty much done with the face. I'm just going to go over the body because I think the body's looking a bit pale. I think it really depends on the printer that you're using. I have a HP NV, which is the 4.5 series. It's a great printer, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't take any paper that's over 200 very well. I think in the future I probably will invest in a different printer that will take heavier paper, but for now it does me for what I use it for, and I just tend to work around that. No, tooth hasn't got anything to do with weight. Tooth is just essentially texture. It's how if it so if it's heavy if the tooth is heavy, that means it's heavily textured. That's very heavy at 300 GSM. That would definitely not go through my printer. So what I'm using here is essentially I'm using what's called a wet on wet technique. So I'm not letting the ink dry that I've just put down. I'm going straight over it just so it blends together more evenly. It kind of like what it does, it reacts together, so therefore it just blends into an even layer. Okay, so I'll leave that there for now, and then we can move on to other elements apart from just the skin. So we're going to decide from colors. So what I might do is I might just get this background out of the way and done with before we go on to the mermaid, because sometimes I find I'll just spend loads of time on this and then this will look crap. Because I'll like, by the time I finish this, I'll just kind of be bothered. So I think I might go under the background first and then focus on this. So I think we'll probably work quicker by doing it that way. So for the coral, the coral rock, I'm going to use salmon pink. I'm going to use raw salmon as well. I think that's it. Yes. So I'm going to use rose. I'm going to use pink salmon and raw salmon. And I'm just going to double check to see what these colors are next to each other. So I'm going to use the raw salmon first, and then I'll go over the top in pink salmon as the shaded area for where I want it a bit more deeper. So I'm just going to go over then in one color, and then I'll come back and I'll add the raw salmon. So you probably will see me flip around the page just to get the right angle. So please forgive me for doing that. It just makes it a ton easier. Make the color like closer to me rather than trying to color over here. Are we talking about tea and coffee now and cake? Is Nana doing the round, is she? I actually got a nice surprise in the mail actually from Nana. I got a lovely card, which was a surprise. I'll go and get it in a minute for you guys. I'll show you the card, but I'll not read the message because obviously it's personal. But I'll show you the card, and it's just so nice. I don't even know if Nana's still here. Oh, she's still here. Nana, your ears must have been burning. I was literally just talking about you, and I was like, I don't even think she's still here, you know. And then you just pop back up, just like magic. So I'll just be 2 seconds, guys. I'll go and get it. So anybody who knows me, knows, obviously he's following me for a little bit. You know, you all know Shadow. You know, I've got a black cat a boy Tom called Shadow, and Nana got me this absolutely beautiful card, which was such a nice little surprise, just a little gesture, and I just think it's such a cute card of this cat. looking at this fishbowl, and it was just absolutely lovely of her. And she just basically, what she said is essentially she said, "To Sean, babe, saw this and thought of you. Happy colouring, love always, Nana more." So I just thought that was a nice little gesture. So thanks, Nana. I've got this up in the living room as so I'm treasuring it. But I'm just going to put it here next to us on stream. Speaking of Shadow, he just came into the room. Oh, he's very friendly. He is the softest. He's probably the softest cat you could ever meet. He will belly flop for anyone. And what I mean by belly flop, he will just flop on his back, lift his paws up, and demand you to rub his belly. That's how soft he is. He is such a big. Even though he's 8 years old, he's the biggest baby ever. Constantly needing attention and cuddles. But I wouldn't have him any other way. And he's very funny as well. He does like funny things. He just has like a mad half hour. He just runs around crazy back and forth and playing peekaboo. He'll jump, play a tag. He'll tag your leg and run away. You run up and down the stairs. You'll try and jump handles. You like try and answer back to you as well. So he's crazy, but he's my little baby. In right shadow, he's sitting right next to us looking at us. He is. Everyone seems to love him on stream as well. They all get excited when they can hear him. Oh, he is. He is spoiled. He's a bit as spoiled as cat I've ever known. At Christmas he gets Christmas presents. He has every single toy you can think of for a cat. He's tried. He's on he's on proper food. He's got a water fountain. He's just always pampered. He hasn't got a cat bed. He's actually got a dog size bed. So to him, it's like a massive king size bed. But with him being black at the moment and it's getting to more hotter weather here, he's just he's molting everywhere, so his hairs are just getting everywhere more than usual. Also, as well with him, bye Shannon. Thanks for coming. Also, with him being black as well, I think he knows that in the dark we can't really see him, and there's been times where he's actually scared with by jumping at us. So he knows how to open doors. He jumps on the handles to open doors. So if we lock him out in the morning because he's getting on our nerves, whinging for complaining for his breakfast early hours in the morning, when it's way too early for us to even get up to give breakfast, we'll lock him out of the room, and he'll just constantly jump the handle until we decide to get up to feed him just to get him to stop. So he's very clever. His name's Ninja. That's cool. I like that name. A bun, black bun. Is that a Bengal? Oh, bunny. Oh, all right. Okay, I got it. A rabbit. That's a cool name. Yes, I remember now. You said that you had two rabbits. You know what? I've had tons of rabbits in my time. I think growing up as a kid, I always had a rabbit, and my first pet was a rabbit, and his name was Roger. Um, coincidentally enough, he was actually killed by a black cat. Um, and every rabbit I've had after that, that was a male. I used to always just call it Roger because as a kid I was obsessed with Roger Rabbit. um, but I've had pretty much any pet you can think of under the sun. My dad used to come home with a new different type of pet all the time. So yeah, I always had pets as a kid. And I thought you had two cats and a dog. What else have you got? Are they rabbits on it? But enjoy, Jane. I think the pillow will enjoy it more. Good night, Jane. I'll see you next time. Are all cats? All I can say, if you've got that many cats on a poor Frank, Frank must be pushed over and pushed around by all the cats. Because I know what cats are like. The cats like to play boss. Oh, what, baby? What? 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 I'm not coming in the sitting room. I'm busy. I think he's trying to get me to go in the sitting room to do it so he can sit in between me and David. We've actually planned David's 40th birthday today. He's 40 in November. And we found a very nice venue. We're going to have a bit of a birthday party for him. So that was good. We found a unexpected good like bundle at a hotel. So we're looking forward to that. and we've been sending invites out. I know it's 6 months in advance, but these days you need to. Bye, Jane. Good night. Well, his daddy's in the living room. Your class is me. He's mummy. Where are you? He's a mummy's boy. Hi. Shadow. Oh, he's eating some biscuits. David's for David's 40th. He's 40th in November. So we're gonna have well, it's not actually a buffet. We're not having a buffet food. What they're gonna give us is they're gonna give us actually like hot food, which actually I think for the time with it being November, in November it gets really cold here. Between November and December, so it's really cold. So hot food is probably gonna be perfect. It's from what I've been told, we're gonna have pulled pork out and pulled chicken, what they call baps, which are like buns, like sandwich buns. So we're gonna have that. Chips, like chunky chips, like English chunky chips, which you call fries in America, and coleslaw. We've got a DJ. They include decorations as well, so they do all the decorating. And the drinks prices don't seem that bad either. And I'm happy they do quite a wide selection of gin, so I'm happy. I like my gin. Oh, I'm working on the cake. I've got ideas. I'm just waiting for my friend to get back to me in regards to the cake. There's a guy that made our wedding cake, and he did an absolutely fantastic job. We had like a 1920s style wedding. During the day it was Great Gatsby. Sorry, during the day it was Downton Abbey, then in the evening it was Great Gatsby. So we had like an Art Deco style wedding cake, and he did a fantastic job. So I'm going to try and get him to do a birthday cake for David if he's available, and I'm going to try and do something that is like Doctor Who or something like that, because David likes Doctor Who and he also likes Star Wars and he likes Bond. So he's into all that sort of thing. What do you want? Say hello. Say hello. Yeah. Just don't destruct everything. And he's off. He was literally sitting behind me, and just I turned around and he's like just staring at the screen. As you can see, his hairs are getting everywhere. So now that I've done that in the raw salmon, I'm just going to use the pink salmon around where it's showing the shaded areas. Thanks, Anna. It's just a bit of coral rock that I'm colouring. I thought I would start with the coral rock because we always find that I always pay attention to the main focus of the page. So I'm going to start with a background. So therefore it's done, and then I can just fly through the rest. Probably he's thinking, who's he talking to? He's very nosy. If I'm talking to somebody, he wants to know what's going on. He wants to know whose attention where my attention's going, because he obviously values my attention. You get out of there, Shadow. Oi, out. Shadow, out. He's trying to get into a box. I think I'm going to try using a shock pink, actually. I think that'll look more effective. We've got shock pink. Yes, I have. I'll see you soon, Eva, and enjoy, and we'll see you soon. I'm just deciding that I'm going to go around all the circles, and then I'm going to go on the outline. Just to add a bit more sort of like coral colour to it. So yeah, guys, next Thursday, this coming Thursday, sorry, is going to be the last part in the the Rain Art Mer-May month feature. So that was this is the 4-week colouring, and that's going to be the last, and then we'll be wrapped up and finished with Mer-May. And after that, I'm probably going to give it quite a while until I colour another mermaid again. So probably going to be a while since you'll see me colour another mermaid, because I am all mermaid out. See you later, Jude. Good night. Yes, mermaid overload. We have got some features in June that I'm going to be doing. We have quite a lot of fairy tale stuff showing actually in June. We have a very exclusive and very big event coming up with Zenoscope, so which I'm very, very excited about. If you don't know who Zenoscope are, if you've seen on Amazon the Grimm Fairy Tales colouring books, which are like a graphic novel sort of style, that's by Zenoscope, and that's who we're going to be featuring, and we're going to be doing like a proper event with them. So I'm really excited for that, because it's good. I just know it's going to be such a great event, and we're going to get you guys involved, and there's going to be lots going on. So I'm quite happy that I managed to be able to work with them, and they do seem like nice guys actually over there. I'm going to be doing a feature with who else am I showing you? I'm gonna, to be honest, it's going to be quite a lot of males I'm going to be showing in June. I have Rixie and Dennis showing in June, and I have Shet. Shet, is it Shet Milton? So I have those. I thought you were going, Debs. So there's quite a lot of male being shown in June, which is quite nice, a bit of diversity, you know, and because we seem to have a lot of female artists, which is not a bad thing. But there's no doubt and no denying that there is a lot more female artists than there is males in the colouring community. So it is quite nice to show the male artists that we have within the community. There's a few, but there's no denying on that. There's a ton, a lot more. There's a heck of a lot more female artists than there is males. But that's obviously that's not like in general. That's within the colouring community, so those who make colouring books and colouring pages. So males, if I was to say now to let you know males who do colouring books, I could tell you there's Shet, there is Rixie and Dennis, there is Matt Davison, there is Jeremiah, Rubio. Hi, Connie. What else is Model? Steve Turner. Scott Howden. Jeff Bridges. Who else is there? There is, what's his name? The guy who does the gorgeous colouring books. I know his name and I just can't get it out of my head. I can't say it. No, see, there's Nick Philbert. So I think all in all, there's about, I would say, if we were to count the male artists that do colouring books, there is ones that we know of that are quite well known. I probably say there's about 25 to 30, but then there's probably about 60 females, if not more. Yes, we're just thinking of male artists that do colouring books and pages. Oh, there's Joe as well. Joe Bennett. Is it Bennett? Who does the Lady Mechanica or Mechanica? I wouldn't class the Jade Summer brand as artists though, Motisha. Yeah, there's two guys that are behind it, but they're not the artists. So they don't actually make the current books in a sense because they're hiring people to do it. Yeah, Roy Dobber, David Peterson are quite a few, quite new. Yeah, that's right. So there is a few, but I think obviously you hear of the female artists a lot more predominantly. But there is some very talented male artists that do current booking pages also. So we're going to have a look at a few of those in June. It wasn't planned that way. It was just how it happened. We also have um, Angela from Angelic, just like Art Nouveau, Ladies of the Month. Um, we're looking at her art as well. So there's quite a few. And then July is a lot more lady artists, and we're going to be looking at those. To be honest, in July, there's quite a few. The artists that we're going to be showing in July is predominantly more Asian artists. Um, so yeah, so it's going to be Asian artists or like Asian themed work. And I'm going to be teaming up with the lovely Anna in July also. Oh, thanks, Anna. I do try. So me and Anna are going to team up in July for our Asian event. So as soon as I said Asian, she was convinced with a bit of persuasion. She was given the Asian persuasion. I need to figure out how to do the double webcam though. We're gonna have to try and figure out how we're gonna do the split screen. Well, anything Oriental style, whether it's like anime, manga, traditional traditional Chinese art or um, anything on those sort of lines and theme, then it's definitely on our 100%. She's in there straight away if she just loves that sort of stuff. So if I was going to ask anyone to join, it was going to have to be on her. Hi, Pat. Oh, awesome, Pat. Well, thank you very much for just popping in, and you enjoy the rest of your evening, hon, and we'll see you next time. Um, so enjoy the rest of your night, darling. We're not going anywhere, Maya. We're staying right here, unless you're going. But hopefully you can stay. All right, guys. So we need to do the coral on there as well. See, I always miss bits, and I'll go back. Oh, I forgot that. So I'm going to leave this background though. I'm doing that first because I think I might use some intense sort of watercolor in there just to give it a wash. And the good thing with alcohol markers is that with water it will not activate. It will not move. It's fine. I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would have caught on eventually, Maya, or you would have just rolled with it. Okay, so where should we move on to next? Should we do jellyfish? Should we do jellyfish? How should we do jellyfish? Should we do? Just trying to pick out jellyfish colors. You're jealous, Connie. Don't need to be jealous, hon. I'm sure you'll get yours eventually. And I only have set A, so it's a good starting point. So this is just pure pink, which is RV23. And I'm just going to use this as, I'm actually going to use this as the shade tone. And plus, Connie, I'm pretty sure you'll no doubt soon enough get to your 1,000 subscribers. And once you do that, I'm sure you'll get your Copics in no time. Because you're almost there. You've been working really hard and you're almost there. And because I use markers a lot more than anything else, then like for me, I would have to prioritize Copics over Holbeins. I've never used Holbeins before, but if I was given the option, I could have the entire range of Copics, or I could have the entire range of Holbeins. I would choose the Copics because I use them a lot more, and I have quite a few other sets of pencils that I'm fairly happy with, even though I don't have the full range. I still use them, but primarily I use a lot of marker. Oh, thanks, Dana. Well, Belinda's kind of like my mentor in a sense, where she's kind of like helped me a lot in regards to learning new things when it comes to like markers, but not only that, with support on the channel, becoming a color tuber, if you want to say. So she's been like my Mr. Mogami sort of thing. What you call him? Sensei. She's been like my sensei. Then I'm just going over that with some salmon pink. I'm not being very neat. I'm just scattering the color around. Obviously, I'm also going to stay in the lines, but I'm scattering the color around. by using dot motion. We want to leave a bit of white at the top. Oh, thanks, Connie. That's very sweet of you, hon. You are such a sweetheart. Obviously, Belinda's used them a lot more than I have, and she has a heck of a lot more experience. So I wouldn't say I was on par with her at all. Obviously, she's definitely got the upper hand when it comes to Cortex. She's been using them a lot longer, so she's definitely like Queen Cortex. I can just only hope to be like her prodigy, if that's like the right word. Yeah, Honey Bear, by all means, you don't have to use top of the range expensive stuff. You could just use whatever you can afford and whatever you have to hand. It shouldn't be about, having the in fashionable supplies. The only reason I use Copics is because I use so much markers that I wanted to invest into a marker that I can refill, just so that I'm not throwing away markers and having to spend in the long run a lot more money on buying new markers than if I was to fork out a hefty sum on markers to begin with, but then just getting refills and saving money when buying refills. So that's why I've got the Cortex, is just for the fact that I can refill them, and in the long run I'll be saving money by doing that. No, you didn't sound rude at all. I don't know why you would think that one. Absolutely fine. I know I'm just saying that the reason why I've invested in Cortex is because I use markers that often, that I was spending a lot more money on buying replacement markers than if I was to just buy refills. And the only markers that I can get that are refillable are Cortex. So initially, investing into the Cortex set means that when I do run out of ink on a marker, it means I just only pay about £7 for a refill. I can show you what a refill looks like. A refill looks like this, so it's called Various Ink. It just twists off like this, and it has like a little pipette thing at the top, and you just put drops into the marker by taking the chisel end out, and you put about 15 drops in, and that fills up the chow, kind of cup of chow, and you'll get about 10 to 15 markers refilled with that. So that's quite good. Add some of this bright yellow, just so it looks like it's got a glowing effect. I can't get a hang. I just don't understand chameleons and how they work. So jellyfish done. So it's quite luminous. And now for the mermaid. So let's think. What colour should we do her tail? Blue and purple. So I'm going to use purple, just outline all these scales in the darker area. And I'm going to use the lighter purple, which is I think it's called Mauve Shadow, on the lines here, which are in which look like shading. And then I'm going to repeat the same process with using the frost blue on the rest of the scales. Oh no, they are nice, aren't they? I'm going to try and keep it quite pastely for the blues and the purples, so they're cool tones. You have to let me know what they like, Maya, when you get them. Now we're going to use the cool shot. Now I need a different shade for the other bits, but I want to keep it quite light. So I'm not going to completely colour each scale. I'm going to leave a bit white highlight in between, especially like at the top, whereas I'm going to probably leave a little more. I'm probably going to leave more highlight here. I do, Honey Bear. I stream every Monday, 8 p.m. GMT, and I also stream on a Thursday, 9 p.m. GMT. I may be doing a Sunday stream as well, but it's not yet confirmed. At the moment, it is just Mondays and Thursdays. So by all means, if you want to click the subscribe button, feel free to do so. And then also, if you just click the bell, you'll be notified when I upload or when I'm due to come on live as well. So you'll get the notifications. Welcome back, Shelley. Have you cooled off? Awesome. Thanks, Honey Bear. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, so if you click the bell, it'll give you the notifications when I upload and when I'm streaming. Shelley, that's probably like me the same. But now with David, I've got the excuse where he goes, "Do you really need it?" And I'll go, "Well, I don't really need it, but the stream needs it." To be honest, though, I have not got many books in the pipeline to buy. But what I have got on pre-order. So I have got Nocturnes coming, Nocturnal. That should be coming in the next couple of weeks. I do have Maria Troll's I say Trolls Blue Book Flora pre-ordered in the English version, and Hannah Coulson's. And I've also pre-ordered Kirby Roseanne's World Within Worlds book, which is out in November. So I have pre-ordered those. I'm not sure what I'm going to think of the Joanna Basford drawing book, so I'm going to wait until that's released and have a peek on someone else's flip through. Because obviously I don't know what I'm getting with that. We do have Hannah Carson's book coming out soon, which is the Mythical Maiden, so I'll be getting that soon. That should be due out at the end of the month, so I should get that in June sometime. And then September we'll have the new Jasmine Beck Griffith, which I'll probably get. So it's just going to be like major release books that I'm probably going to get just obviously for the purpose of the stream. And I do get PDFs all the time as well, so I'll continue showing like single pages also. Okay. Now, Shelley, are you paying attention? Okay, so as Shelley loves me doing, I'm going to take this blender. I'm just going to scribble entire across the whole page. No, she would have a heart attack. But I am just going to go in the middle of each scale where it's white. Trust me, Shelley. Yeah, it'll just show you. It'll just show whether you've liked it or not. I will say we've had about consistently throughout the stream, we've had about 20 people in the house, and we've got 15 thumbs up so far. I have joy, and the reason for that is because I was getting I was getting a lot of dislikes before I was even streaming. I was constantly getting 5 dislikes. It was always 5 dislikes even prior to streaming. And I know it's like people are just trying to deter people from watching the video and to make me look bad as a streamer. So I didn't really want to entertain them to be able to do that. So I just turn it off, and then hopefully it'll just stop them from doing it. And if they do it, then they're not going to gain anything from it. So you'll be able to see if you've liked it though, and it still all adds up. And I'll be able to see how many likes, etc. there is. Because you do get some YouTubers out there that are way too competitive, and they'll just go around and disliking people's videos just to make their videos look better. I'm not saying this is like I'm not saying this is any specific like person who does culture. I'm just saying YouTubers in general, no matter what the video. Hi Lisa, hi Hun, welcome to the channel. Yeah, it's just mad. Mine's always 5. It could be both. I would YouTubers or subscribers, but you no doubt you will get both. You'll get subscribers and you'll get YouTubers who do it as well. Hi Becky. So we're going to do the eyes. So we need to pick a color for those. I'm going to use jade green. I don't, I'm not saying people should just give thumbs up and not thumbs down. I just say if you're going to give a thumbs down, you're going to just give a thumbs down where it's warranted, not even so to even just give a thumbs down before the stream's even started, then what's the point? Because you're just clearly just doing it out of bitterness. Well, if you do a dislike by accident, you can always click on the dislike again. It'll take it off. Or if you click the like button instead after you've clicked the dislike, then it should take the dislike off and add the like button instead. So it can be rectified. See you later, Maya. Thanks for joining, honey. I'll see you next time. A dark grey. I'm not going to do black for the people. I'm going to do a dark grey. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Watch do these thins as well. So I'm going to start with purple on this one. So I'm going to use the mauve shadow. So I'm just following the lines on this with the purple. And then I'm going to take the cool shadow. Like I was saying before, Shelley, I would only ever do a thumbs down if it's warranted. So if someone was being like offensive or being, saying something that was cruel or anything like that, then fair enough. Then that's warranted. It is. If you can get access to BBC in your country, there is actually something you should be able to stream if you've got something like if you've got BBC iPlayer. It's called what's it called? It's called Years and Years. It's a TV series. It's a British TV series, and it kind of paints a picture of how the world's going to look in the next 10 years, what we could be facing and what we could be looking at. And it really does actually show some home truths and does make you think, well, which direction are we headed in? And we've been watching it, and it's been a great series, but it also just highlights just like how how it's not wrong. This actually could possibly happen. Oh, thanks, Shelley. Now, because I've got warm corals and pinks here and here and on a necklace, but I've got cool tones here, I'm trying to decide what to do with her hair. There's never really any good news in news, is there? It's never good news. So I use the cool shadow first. And then on top, I'm just using a canary yellow on the shells. And I'm leaving some white area as well. And then we're going to use a cool grey. Just where the shadows would be from the shells. Now I'm just trying to think of colour to do with the hair, to like really tie this up. No problem, Anna. I'll speak to you soon, Helen. Have a good night. I don't know whether to do like a pastel pink hair, or if she should have like a lilac colour. Do you not think the red will look too harsh against the other colours though? I'm just thinking. Could work, I suppose. Lilac. All right, okay. So if you want like a pastel pink hair, type A. If you want like a lilac color, type B. And if you want red, type C. So pink A, lilac B, C red. So it looks like we're gonna do B. So yeah, we'll do like a lilac-y ashy color, shall we? So I'll get a cool grey. I'll get the lilac, and I'll get the cool shadow. What colour is that? Yep. So we're gonna go like an ashy blonde sort of thing, like a grey and lilac. I think at least that will tie in with the rest of the image, and then we can do the intense water. And I get a feeling, guys, we're actually going to get this finished on stream. Because I do actually have this time slot until 11 o'clock. So I have literally an hour. So I think we're going to have this finished within the hour. So where you see the shading here, the darker bits on the grayscale, that's what I'm using the cool grey for. I think as well, if I finish this will probably be my first finished full piece in one stream. And I think I'm going to shout David because I think I need another cup of tea. You crack on with this while he makes me a cup of tea. David? David, darling. So he's gonna play housewife because he's on camera. Make me a cup of tea, please.
When you last late, Doyle?
Cup of tea, please. You can make yourself one as well if you want.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you very much.
We've been talking about your 40th birthday.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, they all want an invite.
Don't say that, they probably will. Everyone will just turn up on your birthday.
Well, it's a hotel after all.
There's only 25 rooms, you know.
Sarah will be pleased. Fully booked on the night.
Yeah?
So Sarah would be pleased. She'd be fully booked on the night.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Just going to hear the kettle, guys. David's going to make me a cuppa because I'm currently sitting in the kitchen.
What? What?
Can you hear me all right, guys? Can you hear me?
What?
Awesome. Thanks, Gary. I think we're going to get this finished tonight, actually.
Are you?
In one stream, yeah.
Ooh. Cookie. Oh, shush. Oh.
Well, he's already been on camera.
No, has he?
Yeah.
Are you that much of an attention seeker?
He whipped his tail off the light.
You've got to say hi to everybody across the world there.
Oh, he was just sitting behind us here on the dresser and literally just staring at the screen, wondering who I'm talking to.
Mummy's talking to himself.
Thanks, Dynamo.
He's going mad.
David's here with Shadow. He says hi. I actually quite like the grey hair on this, actually. It makes her look very wise. Hey, Kenny. Gary says hi, David and Shadow.
Hi, Gary.
You sounded so camp there. Hiya.
Hiya.
Hiya. Honey Bear says hi.
Honey Bear.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Who's Honey Bear?
Subscriber. Thanks, hon.
There you go, Master.
Oh, shush. Thank you.
You're welcome, Master.
Stop showing off.
I shall leave it to it, Master.
Hey, what do you like? Oh, I know he hasn't brought us any biscuits, Gary. He's not that good.
What more do you bloody want? Beef. Terrible.
I don't want a barrel.
Oh, there you go. There's your biscuits.
Thanks.
Are you sure that's all you want? Are you sure?
You can run me feet me back if you want.
I'd draw them like that.
Yeah, we're a bit like a comedy duo, me and David. Oh, he's gone now, Nana. Shadow's still here though, because I think his dad's locked him out. I couldn't drink coffee this time. It would keep me awake. Oh, good night, Gary. You get some rest, and we'll see you on Thursday, mate. Thanks for joining. Good night. Yeah, I quite like the hair as well. It's it makes her look old, but it makes her look like makes her look like she's an older mermaid. She's not this 20-something mermaid. She's she's obviously lived her life a bit, and she's wise, and she knows what she wants, and she doesn't care what anyone else thinks. Hello. I was being careful. What are you doing? Well, the purple rinse is back in, Anna. Purple rinse is all the range now. You're getting 16-year-olds walking around with grey hair now. It's fashionable. Your colour's not your hair's not this colour now. Your hair's black. You've got black hair colour. Like a Mystic Meg. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Shelly. Because since you're Christine's PA, so I get the Christine PA approval. But Shadow's just sitting behind us watching what I'm doing. Well, Connie, you were saying in your stream you've got like this hair color, haven't you? And your hair's really long as well. So this could be you as a mermaid. This could be Connie the mermaid. Is it much shorter? Is it? I must say this mauve shadow color coat back is really nice. So Shelly, if you haven't got the mauve shadow and the cool shadow, I would put them on your list for your coat back because they're a really nice mix. That's what I've used. Shadow's probably thinking, who are you talking to? Why are you not giving me attention? cool shadow. I'm going to use a little bit, just a little bit of cool shadow, since we're speaking on shadow. Just here and there, just to add in a cool effect, because obviously she is underwater. Oh, thanks, Connie. So just adding a bit of the blue here. I'm still going to leave a little part white just for like a highlight, but the blue is also acting as if our highlight, because the highlight is coming from the reflection of the water. Now, guys, should I use for the white bit of the background here? What should I use? Should I use Inktense? Should I continue using Copic? Or should I use a pan pastel? So analysis, Inktense or pans? Anybody else? Nothing too dark. Well, what should I use then? Should I use Inktense or should I use pans? Mediterranean blush. What is that, Morticia? What's Mediterranean blush? Oh, it's pans. Let me have a look, see if I've got that. I have my little tub of pans somewhere. 2 seconds, guys. Just gonna grab them pans. Go on. Hi. Come on. Where did I put them? think you're upstairs, guys. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh, strange, guys. I've gone missing. Oh, they're here on the floor. I've got them. They were just right next to us all along. Right, so what's it called? Mediterranean blush. Hey, Shonda. Well, the pastels that I've got, I'll just get them out so you can see. Now, obviously, I can't use any of the broken ones yet because I'm still trying to fix them. I have got a couple of broken ones. I've got 1, 2, 3. I think I've got about 4 broken ones. So, I think these are my skin tones. Like a purplish tone there. So they're all pretty much skins. sometimes they're a bit, I need to try and get them back to screwing on. There we go. That's a blue. I did use these two actually on my last time and they were quite pale. Then there's Pathol green tint, so that's like a greeny blue. So I don't know if that's what you mean, Morticia. What else we got? There's this. These are loads of blues here as well. So like that one, it's like a mid blue. That's like a ultramarine. These are called pan pastels, honey bear. So they're quite great for backgrounds, etc. But they are quite pricey because the artists do use them. Exactly, you can always tone them down. I'm just thinking because the ones that I used before, like these ones, I try to use these for like sky on that image of the Sakuems, and it just doesn't show. Like I did this with some very light yellow, and it just didn't show very well. There's some more skin tones as well. So I've got my skin tone set on one side. That's like my golden set. I like how you can stack these as well. It's pretty cool. Greens. It's like a greenish tone. Use that one. They're all like dark greens, so not use that one. So we all whittle them down to what colours I'm going to use. Excuse me for the sound. These are all like whites and shaded tones. So I'm just going to move these out of the way, guys. Pinks, purple. So we've got these guys. So what should we use? What mix should we use? I think Shelley would be great to choose this because she is good with her pans for backgrounds. She uses them quite often. Thanks, Lisa. Using cool grey number 1 just inside the white part of the eyeball as the shadow of it. And not forgetting the eyebrows. All right, okay. Thanks, Animal. Right, so let's get on with the pans. I need a blender. I'm just going to change one of the ends. So you get what looks like a little like a spatula here, and you put the sponge on. So it just slides on like a sock. So that's on. Just trying to decide, do I use that blue or do I use this blue? I think I'm going to use this mix. So I'm going to start dark and I'm going to work my way up lighter. Pray for me. Now, for like the more filly bits, what you can do is take one of these little, they look like eyeshadow pliers, what you get in makeup, but they are part of the pan pastel range. And these are great for like smaller areas. Thanks, Morticia. I would like to get better at using pan pastels because I've seen what people can do with them, and some people use them and they're just absolutely amazing with them. Right now, I can barely make a background with them at the moment, but I'm wanting to obviously practice with them and try them on different things. This paper is quite smooth, so even though it is taking the pigment, it would probably show up better if it was a more textured paper. And whatever you do, guys, try not to get it on your carpet or anything like that, because I accidentally dropped one at my mum's on her carpet, and I went to go and wipe it off, and it was red, and this is a cream carpet, and it just a smear of red spread on the carpet, and it just, the more you're trying to wipe it off, the more it was just spreading. It was awful. It's like a crime scene. I'm going to do like a graduation of color, Shelley. I'm going to do dark to light at the top. They'll blend together regardless if it's dark, light, whichever. And as you say, I can always add white as well. Well, the thing with fixative, I've tried doing that before, Morticia, because I've used alcohol ink and then I've used pastels. Then I went to use a fixative to fix the pastel, and the alcohol ink reacted, and it just ruined the image. So I don't think I could use fixative if I've used alcohol ink. Probably use like a spray glue or something just to, or maybe like a hairspray or something just to try and give it like a coat or something. And because she's underwater, I don't mind going over the lines a little bit because she is going to have blue showing on her skin because it's water. Yeah, they're easy to erase as well, so I can, I don't have to be precise. If I want to go back and clean this up, I'll just use my electronic eraser, and it'll pick up the pigment anyway, so that they are really good for that. Yeah, I've got a Derwent battery eraser, and I've got a another one as well, a different brand. So I've got two different ones that we can use. Now I'm only going to take the darkness there. Yeah, I would love to be able to be good with pan pastels, but I really need to practice with them. I've seen people do like full current pages of them where they do like perfect looking skin and everything, and it is quite difficult. I did try doing skin, and it turned out okay, but it took a long time. That could have been a good option, Shelley. I'm just thinking because when you think of water, it's always going to be dark at the bottom and you get lighter as you go up. That's just what I was thinking. But that would be a cool effect. And where these circles are, I'm just going to dab blue here, and then I'm going to go in with my electrical razor and just take off the surrounding. And then it'll look nicer once I do that. Okay, so I think we should go into the next color. Which is this medium blue. Obviously, get a quick kitchen roll and wipe off your excess pastel from your sponge. Just picking up any dust. No problem, Kenny. The layer sponge is these. One of these. I suppose it is quicker actually using this, but don't be put off, guys. If I'm going over the coloring that I've done in a marker, don't worry because I will go with an electrical razor and I will clean all this up. So therefore, you just left the background. If I had done and then marker, you risk clogging up your marker with the dust. As you can see, it comes off. Hi, Belinda. Don't be put off with the pans. I am going over the image with pans, but I'm going to be erasing the excess. So I'm going to go over the alcoholing with an eraser. Belinda, did you get my little avatar I sent you? Shirley, I'm used to you. If you say something I disagree with, I just learn to take it on the chin and just don't say anything. I just get on with it. What was going to be the lighter shade? Was it this greenish color? Yes, a needle eraser, that would be good. I have one, but it's upstairs. So I'm just gonna have to try my best with the electrical. So it looks messy in horrible at the moment, but once we start erasing, you will see the magic. I'm just going to blend some of this lighter into the mid-tone. It's how you do it looking awesome. What, you think I should keep like that? I didn't think so, Belinda. I was like, eh? I was like, she woke on the wrong side of the of the what's the word? Wrong side of the colouring the colourist side of the bed. I was actually talking about you before, Belinda, believe it or not. I was saying nice things. Saying lovely things about you before. We're just saying how you've been a bit of you've been like my mentor, and I'm going to call you my sensei. Right, put this lid back on. I think what you're saying, Shonda, is Shelley, if you want to chat to Shelley directly, message her on Facebook, because she's more of a Facebook user than she is a YouTube. She's very new to YouTube. Right, okay, so electrical razor. Hi, Natalie. I did. I said lovely things about you. I was saying that you're my mentor in this color tube realm, and when it comes to markers, I was saying that you're like my Mister. I think what do you call him from Karate Kid? Is it Mister Mister Mugami or something like a sensei? You're like my sensei. You're not late, Natalie. You're never late to a stream. Never ever. Yeah, so when she's teaching us Cortex, she's like, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Yes. You shall find the force. I think this one's dying. What batteries are these taking? Let's get some new batteries, guys. Where are you going? Shadow, what are you doing? That is right, Belinda. Now that is better. We have battery. We have power. The force is with us. Honestly, with all this electrical reason, I hope this Peter doesn't catch fire. Thanks, Lisa. Open wide. Hey, Shadow. I did. I used Copics for everything apart from the pastels for this blue. You should be proud. It's a magic wand, yes. Belinda, you'll know, okay, because you use Copics a lot. Now, last time I used pastels with Copics, I tried using a fixative. Now, the fixative that I used is this one, is the Winsor & Newton fixative. And as soon as I sprayed it on, the alcohol actually reacted and it started erasing and it went patchy. Do you know any fixatives that I've used that will secure the pastel but will not affect the alcohol ink? No. That's a simple answer. No. Can I use hairspray? She is. She's getting a polish. And that's just how obviously you would just cover up patches. Get off that, Shadow. Get off. Out. Ah, right, okay, fair enough. What about
Oh, hi, Helen. Hi, Desiree. Varnish. What about a spray varnish? Belinda, do you think that would work, as Desiree suggested? Because on Amazon there is, I've been looking at a varnish, a spray varnish, and you can get it in normal varnish, or you can get it in a matte varnish. And I was interested in getting the matte varnish to see if that would work. Yeah, just so. Yeah, we'd probably have to try them. If you've got any, Belinda, if you get any time, test them and let us know. And then obviously I'll get some and I'll test them as well. See, guys, if you had voted for Ink 10th, I wouldn't have to do all this. Shonda, I normally just stick them in my little black file once I'm done with them. And then I'll look back at them and just they'll stay there nice and protected. I think once I get my studio set up, if there's any particular image that I'm really proud of, I might frame it and put it in the studio, but at the moment they're just going in a file. Because they quickly accumulate. Oh, my thumb is hurting. Are you talking, Belinda? Are you talking about the eraser? What do I have? I have got something I can use. Hi, Cecily. We have like a finer. All right, yes, I know they do, don't they? So I've got this little fine eraser. It's kind of just doing its own little thing, yeah. Whee! It's going up and down and around. See you later, Shonda. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Oh, it's broke. Oh, it snapped. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change it to back to the other one. It's a floppy one. Ladies, don't you just hate when it's a floppy one? It's no good when it's floppy. No, floppy ain't good. I know, but that means I need to go upstairs. And I really want to get done in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it is. So yeah, if you don't like the noise of this, you can turn the volume off for now. Shadow's playing with a small one that snapped off and flew across into the kitchen, so Shadow's playing with that. I think we're good. It's like Good night, Belinda. See you soon. Oh, before you go, Belinda, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight, and what time? How many hours away are you on? Before you go, Belinda, how many hours is it until you're going live, and what are you doing? And thank you. Thanks. You're doing a challenge. I think is that a challenge with Becky? Yes, a challenge with Becky. And how many hours away is that? Oh wow, that's a challenge. Is that in about what 2 hours time? Is it 2 hours? Twelve and a half hours time. Oh, it's 12 and a half hours. So it's going to be Tuesday morning for us, probably in the UK. Probably it'll be lunchtime. About lunchtime. It'll be lunchtime in the UK by when it streams. Okay, well, Belinda, you enjoy the rest of your day, honey, and we'll see you in your stream. So I'll be at that one because I'll be able to, with the time I'll be able to join that one. Okay, so. It's just Belinda's stream. It's 12 hours away from now. Just a challenge that she's doing with Becky. All right, so I'm just quickly going to tidy up any pastel areas and then we're done. I know I have streamed an extra half hour, but because I'm so close to finishing, I just thought I will just get this done. So I'm literally just tidying up the edges here where I've gone over with the eraser and the pastel's been taken off. So I'm just tidying it up and then that's a wrap. See, when you're streaming, you don't feel the time. It doesn't feel like 3.5 hours. It goes by so quickly. Oh, it's been lovely having you, honey bear. Just putting the finishing touches on now. You're more than welcome here, Honeybit, anytime. You seem a very nice person, and you just chatted on with everyone, and it's been nice. Thanks, Joey. No, I'm not back on Tuesday, Morticia. It's Dev. Dev's actually, I was going to fill in for Dev on Tuesday, like tomorrow, but he's actually back on Thursday, 9 p.m. GMT. Right, guys. I think we're done. I just sign it, and then we're done. Today's date is the 27th. And there we have it, guys. That is our Christine Karron mermaid jellyfish. And as you can, as I said, mentioned before, you can still get this image until the 3rd of June for 70% off. So you can get it for as little as $1. I've even added some little sparkles in here for you guys as well. So you've got some sparkles. So that's that done today. And we've actually managed to finish one. So it's a fantastic stream to be able to get that done. And thank you so much for anybody who's stayed with me all the way through. It's been a long stream, but thank you so much for sticking with me, and we managed to get through this together. And I'm pretty happy how it's turned out. So it's been a good experiment. I'll get this posted on Instagram and Facebook in the morning. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And if you've not already done so, if you can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be fantastic. It really does help with the the channel. So thanks everybody, guys. So thank you, Honey Bear, thanks Nana, Morticia, Shelley, Natalie, Kenny, and anybody who's been in throughout the stream. Thanks, Nana Moore. So thank you everyone, and I'm going to wish you all a good night, and we'll see you next Thursday, 9 p.m. GMT. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.